Good morning Year 1 and welcome to Thursday's maths lesson. Okay, now before we start, I've got a really big shout out to two absolute superstars, and let me show you who they are. We've got Amelia and we've got Carmela. Now look at the 100 squares that they did. Weren't they absolutely fantastic? Well done to you two, they were absolutely brilliant. I saw lots and lots of really good ones, but these really stood out and they had tried so hard. So really big well done to you girls. Okay, now today, in your booklet, I want you to turn to page 12 and 13. Don't forget, I know we have skipped a page, but I want you to go to page 12 and 13 today. And we are going to be looking at understanding and comparing different amounts. So more, less, greater, less than, fewer than, larger than, smaller than. Okay, we're going to be looking at language and finding more amounts and less amounts. So I've got here small and big, a small star and a big star. And I've got some words and I want to put them on the right side. Do they belong to the smaller side? Or do they belong to the bigger side? So I want you to help me and I want you to point at the screen and shout out which side it needs to go to. So do we think the word less, L-S, less, do you think if something's less than, it's going to be smaller or bigger? Tell me. Smaller. Okay, smaller than. What about this one? This says more. More than. More than. Does that mean the same thing as bigger than or smaller than? More. If there's more of something. It's bigger than, isn't it? If I've got 2 sweets and 3 sweets, the 3 sweets is a bigger number, more than over here. Okay, let's have a look at this one. Least. All east. Least. Which side? This side. Small. It's the smallest number, the least amount of sweets. Okay, what about this one? I've got lots and they all mean the same things. Fewer. Fewer. Point to the right side. Over here, smaller, a fewer number, fewer sweets, fewer. What about this one? Most. Most. The most. I have got the most sweets. Does that mean it's a bigger number or a smaller number? A bigger number. Well done. Bigger. What about this one? Larger. Larger. Well done. I think most of you will have got that one really quickly over there. Okay. And this one here. Greater. 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 That's a funny word, isn't it? Greater. Greater than something. Okay. It means bigger than something. So if you've got 2 sweets, 3 sweets, 3 sweets is the greater number, the greater amount of sweets. Okay. And I've got 2 more left that might confuse you a little bit. This one here that says same. The same. Okay, can I put that in either of my sides? I can't. Because it doesn't mean smaller and it doesn't mean bigger. It means the 2 numbers are the same. So if I've got 5 sweets and 5 sweets, it means the same. And there's another word here that also means the same. Does anybody know what this word is? Can you remember? Equals. Equals. So I can't put those 2 on the smaller or the bigger side because it means the same. Equals. So 5 and 5, or 2 and 2, or 3 and 3, or 10 and 10. Okay, it means the same. So we've got our smaller language, our bigger language, and the same. So that's really important that you know these words. And it's important to try and read them as well. Now I know that some of us won't be able to sound all of that out because they are quite tricky. But it would be really good if you could pause the video now and tell your grown-up what they say. So point to the words for them and tell them what they are and what they mean. Because it's really important to have that understanding. Okay, so moving on to our activity, thinking about those words. We're going to read the sentence because you've got sentences to read in your maths book today. It says circle. It's good to recognise this word circle because it appears lots of times in maths questions. And even though it starts with a K, it's not a circle, it's a circle. Circle, the box, at, that, has more. Remember, it was here, more. That has more flowers. So it's understanding that language, which one has more. This is quite an easy one at the minute. So more, you tell me? This one. So I can put a circle around my box, and it's important to know that they have more flowers. Can you do the next one for me? Okay, have a look at reading the question. See if you can read some of those words to your grown-up before I read it. Pause me now and see if you can do that. Okay, now we'll read it together. What's that word again? It's the same one. Circle. Circle the box that has the smallest. The smallest. So the word we are looking for here is smallest. And understanding what smallest means. Circle the box that has the smallest amount. Now that's important. Amount. Because it doesn't want smallest in size, it wants the smallest amount, the smallest number of footballs. Now have a think about it. It doesn't want this one because it's bigger. It wants it because it's smaller number. Okay, so the smallest amount. So even though they are bigger, it's got the smaller number because there are 2 in here, and there are 2, 4, 6, 8. Well done if you could count that in twos with me. 8 in there. So which is the smallest number? This one. So this box has the smallest amount of footballs. We're going to do one more together. Okay. This one says, see if you can read it before me. There are equal numbers of equal numbers of spiders and worms. So equal numbers of spiders. Let's write that in there. Spiders and worms. Equal numbers of spiders and worms. Circle true or false. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that equal? Is it the same? No. So is it true or is it false? Okay, it's false. So you've got to really understand how to read the questions and know what the question is asking you and find the correct answer. Okay, so on your page today, you've got here, this page here is to help you, and these are your questions. And remember, look for the words more, fewer, most, equals, the words that we've just really explored together to find out which ones have got more, fewer, most, less, equals, and understanding that language. But please try and have a go at reading the questions. It's okay if you can't read them all by yourself. That's absolutely fine. But please have a go at trying to read them yourself, because sometimes, even in maths, we have to do reading. And I know that's difficult, but it's really important. Okay, now, my challenge for you, if you finish this and if you fly through it and you whiz through it really quickly, is another challenge. So, have a look at this for me. Send me a picture of that, and if you finish, this is your challenge. Now, if you found that tricky, stop there and you don't need to do any more, okay? But if you really want to extend yourself, and I love it when you do, this is a challenge for you. Now, this says 5 times 2 is more than 3 times 3. So you've got to do some working out for this one. So 5 times 2 is more than 3 times 3. True or false? Now, if you know your 2 times tables in your head, you can go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 to work your answer out. And if you know your 3 times tables in your head, you can do 3, 6, 9 in your head. But if you don't, you can use your arrays that we drew before. So 5 lots of 2. So there's 1 lot of 2, there's 2 lots of 2, 3 lots of 2, 4 lots of 2, 5 lots of 2. Okay, so there is your 5 lots of 2. Then we can do your 3 lots of 3. So 1, 2, 3, there's 1 group. 1, 2, 3, there's 2 groups. 1, 2, 3, there's 3 groups. Okay, so now you need to find out which one has got more. Okay, so let's count them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, let's count these. 3, 6, 9. Okay, now is 5 times 2 more than 3 times 3? Is 10 more than 9? So the answer here, is it more? Is it? Yes, it is, isn't it? Because 5 times 2 will give you 10 sweets. And 3 times 3 will only give you 9 sweets. So it is true. We'll do one more of these together and then I've got some questions for you as a challenge. Okay, 4 times 3 is more than 5 times 6. So if you want to do it in your head, brilliant. If you need to draw it, use your whiteboard or some pencils or crayons, okay? 4 lots of 3. 1, 2, 3. That's 1 lot. 1, 2, 3. 2 lots. 1, 2, 3. 3 lots. 1, 2, 3. 4 lots. 4 lots of 3. There. 5 lots of 6 now. That's a big one, isn't it? So I'm going to draw my circles a little bit smaller so I can fit them on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 1 group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many groups now? 1, 2, 3 groups. But we need 5 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 4 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see how many groups we've got. 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, 4 groups, 5 groups. And if it helps you, put a circle around your groups. There's 1 group. There's 2 groups. There's 3 groups. There's 4 groups. There's 5 groups of 6. And you've got 4 groups of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you need to work out the answer to see which has got more. Is 4 times 3 more than 5 times 6? So you can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. So we know that 4 lots of 3 is 12. Let's see what 5 lots of 6 is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Goodness me, that was a big one. So which one is the bigger number? This one. So 5 times 6 is the bigger answer. So 4 lots of 3, is it more than 5 lots of 6? No, it isn't, is it? So it is false. So the answer is false. It is not bigger. 5 groups of 6 is bigger. Okay? So here are your questions that I would like you to have a go at on your own. If you are completing this challenge, use your whiteboard or use some pen and paper and have a go at working these answers out. Anybody who completes this and sends me a picture, I will definitely send you a Marvellous Me, because that is quite a tricky challenge today. Okay, so I really look forward to seeing your pictures. Don't forget to send them in, and I can't wait. I will see you tomorrow.